It seems like Arsenal fans are still unsure on this Mikel Arteta decision. Look, I'll be honest, I thought everybody was now in agreement. But it seems like there's some difference of opinions, and I thought I'd put it to you guys and find out, where are you guys at with this Mikel Arteta decision? Also, we've got a calafiori update. Very, very exciting. And we're going to be talking about strikers as well, because there's been some interesting development over the past couple of days that I definitely think is worth us talking about. Before we get into it though, do me the favor, just very quickly, if you enjoy these videos, just let me know by hitting thumbs up on this video. So the first place we are going to start is this David Raya decision. Let me know your thoughts. Obviously, we had heard in the past couple of days that David Raya has now been made permanent. I thought this was good news. But, you know, Arsenal have put it out there, and I'm reading some of the comments and some of the reaction, and it seems like there's quite a large majority. Well, not say majority. It probably still is a minority, but there's quite a large minority that are actually still wanting Aaron Ramsdale at the club. I wanted to hear where you guys are at this. Let me know in the comment section. Are you happy that David Raya is now the permanent #1 at Arsenal? Or did you kind of still hope that maybe there was a pathway for Aaron Ramsdale to still fight his way back into this team? Look, we had some great memories with Ramsdale. But last season, it seemed to be like Arsenal's defence and goalkeeping situation definitely went up a level. Now, I'll concede, I still don't think David Raya is as good as Aaron Ramsdale in them one-on-one situations. When you need that massive save, it doesn't appear to me that David Raya has the ability to just pull them saves out at points where you think it's unsavable, at points where you think it's a definite goal. There used to be moments where Aaron Ramsdale would pull out a piece of magic. David Raya, to me, I haven't seen enough of that yet. We've obviously seen some brilliant saves. We've obviously seen some brilliant distribution, and that is what Aaron Ramsdale can't offer Arsenal. David Raya, in terms of just his ability to be able to get Arsenal's attacks underway nice and quickly, it seems like we've definitely gone up a level. And judging on our defence last season, it seems like the defenders prefer playing in front of David Raya. They seem more comfortable, and that is proven by Arsenal's defensive record last season. One of the best defences in the whole of Europe. So you can't say, in my opinion, that Arsenal signing David Raya is a bad choice. I think it's a good choice. I am now happy with David Raya at the club. When it first happened, of course, me, you, so many of us were like, what are we doing? Why are we changing Aaron Ramsdale? But I think as the season played out, look, early on, it was difficult to understand, because when David Reyer came in, he was obviously nervous. He was making mistakes. But as he's grown into that role, it's hard to argue against the fact that he's been brilliant. He has been one of the best keepers in the league. He won the most clean sheets. I know that's a joint effort. That's not just a goalkeeper that does that. But all in all, I'm happy with David Reyer. And I just wanted to get your thoughts on it as well, because like I said, I saw quite a big reaction that I, to be fair, wasn't really expecting. So let me know your thoughts on the fact that David Raya is now made permanent at Arsenal. Next, we've got the Calafiori update. Look, I'll be honest, this is an exciting one. Listen to what Fabrizio Romano said, okay? Riccardo Calafiori's currently only waiting for Arsenal after personal terms agreed. It's his clear favourite destination. There's no talks taking place with PSG, Bayer Leverkusen or Chelsea. And before that, he even said Arsenal are pushing to get Riccardo Calafiori deal done next week, as the final round of talks has already been scheduled. So look, this player will be at Arsenal. It seems like they want the player. If they've already agreed a deal for the player, the only thing they have left is just to agree the fee with Bologna. I don't see it being a massive deal. It's going to be somewhere between 40 and 50 million. I'm excited for this deal because, look, we've had the conversation on this channel about Arsenal need to really lock down that left-hand side this season. If we're going to improve next season, which is this coming season now, I think we need that stability. We need that consistency that we have had on that right-hand side with Saka and Ben White. If we can get Calafiori and hopefully Martinelli, but maybe Trossard, you know, get them up to playing with each other, consistently performing, like these are the guys that are going to play week in, week out. I think if you can have that consistency, I think that will improve Arsenal's full team. And then that would only leave us into midfield, which, look, I'll be honest, the talks have been very quiet on Arsenal's striker and midfield situation, which is the two areas going into this summer transfer window that Arsenal were most keen on improving. look, we're going to get the Calafiori deal done. And I think as soon as that happens, we will move on to them other deals. But it's gone, really quiet. A striker was Arsenal's main priority going into the window. And now we're seeing players like Xerxes, who was Arsenal's second option. If they couldn't get the guy that they wanted, they was always going to lean back and go for Xerxes. But it seems like he's going to be joining Man United now. Look, I'll be honest, I didn't want Xerxes anyway. I know a lot of you guys in the comment section were very excited about the possibility of Xerxes joining Arsenal. I watched him a bit and I didn't feel he was the level of player needed to really take this Arsenal team to the next level, to take them to the point where they can beat Man City, go to the Champions League and play at places like the Bernabeu Arena and really be the difference maker in those games. I didn't think he had that profile. Still a young guy, still improving. He's going to go to Man United by the looks of it. But another guy that was linked as well was Guirassy. We know he only had like a 20 million euro release clause. He scored a lot of goals last season, 30 goals. A lot of people were enjoying the links that Arsenal were having. There were some reports coming out saying Arsenal were looking at Guirassy as a potential deal. He's now joining Dortmund. They're paying his release clause and they're bringing the player to Germany. So Arsenal were going to have to move, well, I wouldn't even say move quickly, but I would like to have an idea of what kind of areas Arsenal are looking at, because there's limited information out there. There's limited news coming out of the club even. Like the people I'm speaking to, it's like they don't really know who the striker target is. It seems to me like this is going to be more of a opportunity. If an opportunity comes up for a striker, Arsenal will then pounce. I don't think they've got a clear number one favourite in their mind. I think they're not going to be doing the Calafiori deal and then going straight onto a striker and saying, right, we want Gyökeres for 100 million. It doesn't appear to me, from the information I'm getting, from the things I'm reading, that that's what Arsenal is going to do. They're going to really prioritise that big name striker and go after him. It does seem to me more like an opportunity. If an opportunity comes up to get a good striker at a good price, then I think that's where Arsenal are going to do the deal. I don't know, it's interesting. Let me know your thoughts on the striker situation. I mean, who would you go for? What strikers are out there? I always like the thought now of Vlahovic. I know I've made videos in the past saying Vlahovic isn't the guy, but I think in terms of like profile, abilities, attributes, I think Vlahovic does have all the attributes needed to really be that difference maker for Arsenal. Now, I'll be clear in saying I don't think Vlahovic is one of the very best strikers in the world, which a lot of people would say if Arsenal were going to go and get a striker, they need one of the very, very best strikers in the world. But I wouldn't put him in the same category as an Mbappe or a Haaland, for example. I would drop him down probably to the level behind that. And that's okay, because not many people are on the same level as a Haaland or an Mbappe. So it's probably going to be difficult to get that level of player. Arsenal are not going to be able to buy Mbappe or Haaland. So does that mean you just don't go out there and buy anyone because you're not going to be able to buy a player who's as good as those guys? No. I think Havertz has done very good last season. It'll be interesting to see the form that he carries into next season. Even if Arsenal do bring in a striker, the news I'm hearing is they're not going to drop Havertz straight away anyway, because they was very happy with his performances towards the end of last season. He done so much for Arsenal. Going into the Euros, early on I thought he was having a good tournament, but towards the end, maybe Havertz's form wasn't the most convincing, so that's putting more doubt in Arsenal fans' heads from what I can see. A lot of people are saying, oh, Havertz isn't having the best Euros in the world. Is he still the guy? And I would say it's international football. It's different. Just look at the Havertz we had last season and try and focus on that. I wouldn't focus on the Havertz that we saw in Germany, because you could use that argument with so many players. Like, look at the England players that play for Arsenal, Declan Rice and Bukayo Saka. Although Bukayo Saka's playing very well, a lot of people are questioning Declan Rice. And going into the season for Arsenal, I wouldn't say Declan Rice has not had a good Euro, so I'll be panicking about Declan Rice's performances going into the Premier League next season. I don't think it's going to work out that way. I think Havertz needs to go away, have some rest, come back, probably for the pre-season, get out, get the training drills done with Mikel Arteta, be with the team, be around that environment. And we know the Arsenal environment is better than most international football environments. Like, the Arsenal cohesion, the Arsenal mentality is a thing. So I think if we can get all our players back, get them in that mindset ready for next season, I think all of the players are ready, or going to be ready, to have a very big Premier League season next year. So let me know your thoughts on David Raya. Are you happy about David Raya signing permanently? Are you unhappy for Aaron Ramsdale? What do you think of Calafiori? Do you think this is a good deal for Arsenal? Do you think Arsenal should be going for a midfielder or a striker and prioritise those positions over Calafiori? Let me know. Thanks so much to everyone for watching and listening. And before you go, if you could, just do me the favour very quickly, hit like on this video. Just like it and subscribe. And I'll speak to you all in tomorrow's video. Gooners, have a good day.